I'm Noelle, and I'm not a plant expert. I'm not a plant professional, but I do the plants here. I'm the plant person at the office. So, yeah. That's what I do. So today we are talking about easiest plants to grow inside, and look at them. These are all the plants. You can grow them inside. It's very easy. We just redid the office plants actually because the prior ones weren't done properly. It was before my time. But we fixed it and we got some new plants. And they're all very easy to take care of. So some easy plants to do would be a snake plant. It's very, very easy. You set it and forget it, and once in a while you throw some water at it and it's happy. So snake plants, also they clean the air, so that's always good for an office.
NASA. The reason something about NASA?
Oh yeah, NASA actually did a study on snake plants, if I recall correctly, and they confirmed that snake plants are the most efficient air cleaning plants. So NASA says get snake plants, so get a snake plant and put it in your bedroom so that you can sleep and have clean air. Yes. Oh, we got some spider plants. Spider plants are also very easy. Beware if you're buying them from your local hardware store that you will probably want to quarantine them for a bit to make sure that there's no pests. I did not do that, but it's fine. It's unhappy, you can kind of tell. It doesn't have any pests that I can see, but the tips are brown, and they weren't when I got it. So typically the plants at hardware stores are also grossly overwatered. They just like to drown them all. So you can take them home and just let them dry out as much as you can, and hopefully they will perk back up. But overwatering will lead to these little brown tips. Ooh, pothos. There's many different kinds of pothos. They like to vine. This is a small pothos, but there's other ones around here too. Like this baby. This is a neon pothos. They're very easy to take care of because they will tell you when they need to be watered. They'll just get really sad. They'll just kind of wilt. And then you give them a good drink of water, and then the next day they'll perk up and be all happy again, like this. Climbing plants are also vining plants. So plants that vine often in the wild in their natural habitats, they will want to climb up things, like up a tree or up buildings. And to vine up, they will create little nodes and then grow roots out of those so that they can kind of hold on to whatever they're growing onto. So, for instance, this beautiful, can't say the word, Serendipitous. I always like to call them Serendipity, but that's not the official name. But they're pretty. It looks like a satin pothos, but it's not. I just forget the name. But on these guys, you can see there's the little tiny brown nodes here. If you wanted it to climb up a wall, you could get some little wall clips and hold it in place on the wall. And then these little nodes would eventually attach to the wall so that it can just start climbing on its own. Or you can chop them up, and I say that so delicately, chop them up and propagate them. Make more plants out of your plants. You can save money that way. Propagating is easy. All plants work pretty similar with that from my experience, specifically houseplants. You either want to look for a node, so like on the vining plants, you'll find these little brown nodes. That is where your root will grow from. On a plant such as a ZZ, you can either cut off the stem, set it on your desk overnight, so it allows the cut part to callus over. And then once it's calloused, you can put it in water and it will eventually grow little tiny roots out of the calloused end. A monstera is similar to a pothos in that it will have the little brown nodes. So you would just want to find one and cut below that so that you can then allow it to callus over and then pop it in water. Ooh, Light for your plants is very important. Most plants will not thrive in a dark room. However, there are some that will tolerate it. Snake plants and a ZZ plant, they're great for dark spaces. They'll just do their thing. Also helps you forget about them because they don't want to be watered very often. Most of your plants, though, will want some bright but indirect sunlight. You don't want most of your plants in a window that's getting direct light because you'll burn your plants. They'll overheat sometimes in the summer, especially where we're at. The sun will get magnified through the glass and will create little tiny burn holes through your plants. So most plants, I found for indoor plants, do not want direct sunlight. But if you have a space just outside the window, like inside, but away from the window, and it's getting that kind of filtered natural sunlight, that's ideal. It's beauty. I did have a loamy at home. None of my plants needed to be repotted at the time, so the loamy dirt I made, I didn't end up using in my plants. However, if my plants needed to be repotted, that would be a great opportunity to use my loamy dirt in a 1:10 ratio, mix it in with the soil that I was repotting in, and then my plants would then benefit from the loamy dirt that I made. That's about plants.